It's been a while now since the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S came out, and I was thinking it's probably about time to clean them. It's been a while. Let's find out. Hey, when did the Series X come out?
Go fuck yourself, fat ass.
Why does it always say that? Well, I looked it up, and right here it says November 10th, 2020. And it says the PlayStation 5 came out in the same month. Actually, I think it was about 2 days apart. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's been about 2.5 years. It's been a bit. It's probably a good idea to clean them. And apparently, these new consoles are the easiest to clean of all the consoles we've had. So, I figured I'd do it. I thought it would be a good idea just to get a good look at how dirty they might be, because the room I'm in, I keep pretty clean. And the area they're in is clean, because dust finds a way. Alright, well, there they are. And they're waiting for me to tear them apart. Let's start with that PlayStation and get that open. Well, it's open, and so far it doesn't look so bad. This is the inside of the side of it there, and it doesn't look too dirty. And the fan there, it doesn't look like it's all that bad in there. So let me take off the other side, and then we'll take the fan out and look at that. Okay, there's that side, which still isn't terrible. I do see some dust collecting around up here, though. If you can see that. Yep, there's some there. It's not awful, but I'm glad I'm cleaning it. I can also see a little bit here. And now, let's get that fan out of there. These screws are different sizes, so if you do this, make sure when you take your screws out, you sit them kind of across from maybe where they actually go, you know, so you can remember how to put them back. I got this off too, and this doesn't look terribly dirty either. Okay, let's take this little cover off. We'll take a look at that. That doesn't look too bad either. Very, very minimal dust on that. Still could use a little brush off, but not too bad. Now, I don't know if you can see in there. Let me move the light. It looks like it might have something going on in there. Let's get that out. Okay, well, I do see some dust. It's not super bad, but it's worth cleaning, I guess. I have it open, might as well clean it, but I mean, you can see it's not, I mean, it's worth cleaning. This part here has it on it. There is dust on there. Let's see if we can see inside a little bit. It doesn't look too bad inside, but I'll blow that out with some canned air, and we'll clean this up, and then we'll get it put back together. Again, that's about the extent of it, and it's been 2.5 years. That's not bad for 2.5 years, I guess. I'm glad I'm cleaning it. I think it's time. Well, there it is all put back together. We'll give it a quick once over here in the back, and that one's clean. Wasn't too dirty. I'm actually impressed. I thought it would be worse. Okay, so I did notice right off the bat from looking down in here, I don't know if you can see that, but I do see some dust in there. I don't know how easy you can see that on the camera, but I can see it. It is in there. The Xbox is probably going to be dirtier. I just feel like it is. I don't know if it actually is, but I just feel it. Alright, let's get this thing open. So the back of the Xbox does need pried. You have to get something down in the side here and kind of lift. And I used this guitar pick. This actually worked really well. The 1.50 millimeter. If you're going to use a guitar pick, don't use anything smaller than that, because I absolutely decimated this one trying to use this one. So keep in mind you will need something to pry that open. Apparently a guitar pick or something equivalent works just fine. I didn't want to use a butter knife because I was afraid it would scratch it. Now let's dig in here. Okay, the Xbox right away, I can tell, is a lot dirtier. The Series X is incredibly dirty. Now, it could be maybe I used the Series X more, which I probably used to do. Look at it, look in there. See that dust right in there? Right there? Yeah, this is a lot more dirty. And I think it's probably because this got used a lot more. But oh boy, that is very dirty. Let's see if we can get the fan out now. I wish I would have got it on camera. I don't know what I was thinking, but when I hit this with the canned air, after I brushed it with the soft toothbrush, a whole bunch of dust came out of there. I am glad I'm cleaning the Xbox. This one, of all consoles, needed it the most. This thing was pretty dirty. Okay, so the screws are out, and we're ready to take the fan out and see what that looks like. Well, the fan is dusty. Well, pretty dusty actually, but I don't know if it's as bad as I expected it to be. The inside of there was way more dustier than I thought that would be. This is pretty dusty though. Maybe hit this with some canned air and we'll see if we see any dust fly off of it. Oh yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean this and I will be right back. We'll give everything a quick once over and then we'll put this thing back together and I will see you back at the computer. Alright, I'm back. I actually enjoyed that. That was pretty fun taking those apart and cleaning them, seeing how everything's put together in there. I'm surprised at how dirty the Xbox was. I really wish I would have captured on video how much dust actually blew out of there the first time I used the compressed air. It was insane. I'm glad I cleaned them both. The PlayStation wasn't all that bad, actually. I was surprised. It was dirty, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I expected it to be. The Xbox was dirtier than I expected it to be. I'm glad I cleaned them both. So it's been 2.5 years, and could you imagine maybe what those consoles would look like in a house where there's pets, or maybe someone smoking? They would have probably been a lot worse. I think I probably do use the Xbox more, at least I used to. I've been playing my PlayStation more lately. I imagine if I used the PlayStation more, it would have been a lot dirty too. But what we learned today was my Xbox was pretty filthy. Well, I'm glad my consoles are clean, and if you watch this video, I appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And maybe I'll see you around on the internet again someday.